नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी सुप्तमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्थ्यं स्वं श्रुतिशतशिरःसिद्धमध्यापयन्ती स्वोच्छिष्टायां स्रजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदातस्यै नम इदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः. Andal was born as an incarnation of Bhudevi Nachiyar in the Divyadesham of Srivilliputturu. Andal sang 30 songs. She sang 30 songs which are known as Tiruppavai, and in that Tiruppavai today we must see the meaning of the 12th Pashuram. In the context of waking up Gopikas of Tiruvaipadi, this is the 7th Pashuram. Andal here says, Kanaithilam Kattrerumai Kirangi, Ninaithu Mulevadiye Ninnu Paal Shora, Kanaithilam Sherakkum Narchelvan Tangai, Panithalai Vidan in Vashal Kadepatti, Shinathinal Tendilangai Komanai Chetta Manathikkiniyanai Padavum Nee Vaithiravai, Inithan Elindirai Idhanna Perurakkam, Anaithillathar Marindu Yelor Empavai. Andal here calls a girl whom she names Narchelvan Tangai. She is the sister, younger sister of a very good cowherd. What does this cowherd do? In yesterday's song, we saw about one cowherd who is capable of milking all the cows of Vrindavan by himself. Kattrerumai Kanangal Pala Karandu Shettar Tiraladiya Chennu Sericheyum Kutramondrillada Kovalan. This was how Andal described the cowherd yesterday. Today, she is talking about another person, but in contrast to the previous person, this cowherd did not milk any cow. So the cows in his house are all pouring their milk on the floor. Andal says, Kanaithu ilam Kattrerumai kannukku irangi. There is a mother cow and she has a very small calf. This mother has a lot of love for her calf. However, the calf has been tied elsewhere and the mother has been tied elsewhere. Now it is time for the calf to eat. This mother has also a lot of milk to give to the calf. However, there is no cowherd to bring the calf to the cow. So this cow is not, the mother is not able to give milk to her child. So she starts shouting, Ilam Kattrerumai, the cow which has a very young calf, Kanaithu. It starts making sounds, making noises and calling to people, and it starts experiencing some pain or sorrow that it is not able to give food to its child. Kanaithu ilam Kattrerumai kandrukku irangi. Next, what happens is, instead of thinking of its own hardships, the mother immediately starts thinking about the calf. She starts thinking what the calf must be experiencing, how it must be hungry. So, Kanaithilam Kattrerumai Kirangi. This is the nature of all our mothers. They might already be in some trouble, but in spite of that, they always think about all of us. They would think what we need, at what time we need breakfast. She might not have slept the whole night, but she still prepares breakfast for us in the morning. She gives lunch for you. She takes care of you. She bathes you. She has done all this. We might be old now, or you might be a youngster, but we must always remember the things that our mother has done for us. Andal here again says about a mother of a calf. This mother cow is not able to provide for its young child, and so she is shouting and she is frantic. She is thinking what the calf must be going through. This is what Bhagavan also goes through when one of us calls out to him. Gajendra was an elephant who was caught in the jaws of a crocodile. Gajendra could not escape on his own, so he called out to Bhagavan and asked Sriman Narayana to come and save him. Bhagavan came so quickly that he did not find the speed of Garuda to be enough. Garuda is considered to be very fast as the mind can think. Garuda can fly, but Bhagavan was riding on top of Garuda. He found Garuda to be too slow. So, Parashara Bhattar in his Rangarajastavam says, Hunkara Aspalana Angri Pratihati Bhihi. He started making Hunkara. Please go fast. He started poking Garuda. He started kicking Garuda with his feet, all so that Garuda would move faster and he can go rescue the elephant earlier. So Bhagavan can never tolerate any delay in saving his ashritas, his devotees. Similarly, this mother is not able to bear not providing for her child. Kattrerumai kanangal palakarandu shetrar thiraladiya was yesterday. Now this person has missed his duty of milking the cow. So, Kanaithilam Kattrerumai kannukku irangi ninaithu mulaivaliye ninnu paal sora. So the mother starts imagining that the calf has started drinking milk from her and so pours all the milk on the ground. The calf is not nearby to drink the milk, but this mother is experiencing pain because she is not able to give milk to the calf. So the mother cow starts pouring all the milk on the ground. The ground has a lot of mud in it, so the sand along with the milk mixes together and forms some sadai. So she says, Nanaithu illam sherakum. It is all like a swamp now. It is a marshy place. Nanaithillam sherakum narchelvan tangai. She says, this person who has missed to milk the cows is a very good, wealthy person. Narchelvan. He is a good person. He is a wealthy person. Why does Andal say so? We must not consider that he has left his duties. He has failed to do his duties. But he has done this because there was a better calling. He found his calling in something else. When Krishna goes to Vrindavan taking all the cows along with him, this Idayan, this cowherd goes along with Krishna to do service to him. So when there are two things you can do, one is doing service to Bhagavan. The other is whatever duty you have as a brahmachari or as a grihastha or as a cowherd, as anyone. So you have one set of duties which are prescribed to you by the Shastrams. The second duty is that you as a devotee of Krishna must do service to him. When there is a conflict between these two, you must try as much as possible to resolve that conflict in such a way that you can do both. Suppose there is a procession in the temple. It starts at 5 o'clock. It goes on till 6:30. You must have done Sandhya Vandanam at 6 o'clock. However, you are in the temple. You are not doing anything wrong. You are doing service to Bhagavan. You come back and do your Sandhya Vandanam at 6:30 along with the Prayashchittam. For the sake of doing Sandhya Vandanam, you should not miss the procession. Since you were at the procession at 6 o'clock, you must not say, I will not do Sandhya Vandanam at all. You must try to compromise, you must try to resolve both as much as possible. Suppose there is no way to resolve them, then Andal here says, you must choose the Vishesha Dharma. Samanya Dharma means whatever is prescribed to you as a normal person, as a cowherd or as a brahmachari, as a grihastha, etc. Vishesha Dharma is the special Dharma, the special activity that you must do as a devotee of Krishna. So when there is a conflict between these two, you must always choose your duty as a devotee. And then you can compromise a little bit on your duty as a Kshatriya or a Vaishya or a Brahmana or anybody. So when there is a conflict alone, as much as possible, you should try to resolve both of them amicably. If there is no possibility of that, you must choose Vishesha Dharma. So Andal says, Narchelvan, even though he failed to milk all the cows and so he has failed in his duty as a cowherd, he went along with Krishna to Vrindavan every day so that he could do some service to Krishna. So he is a superior person. Lakshmana did not stay in Ayodhya and perform his duties as a Kshatriya. He went along with Rama to the forest and did service to him for 14 years. That is what this cowherd is also doing, and so Andal praises him as Narchelvan. Narchelvan Tangai, O younger sister of this great cowherd, Panittalai Vidan in Vashal Kadaipatti. We are all standing at your doorstep. There is a lot of snow, a lot of ice or snow in the sky. Similarly, there is a lot of milk. There is a flood of milk on the ground. So, caught between these two, we are standing at your doorstep. Panittalai Vida, Nin Vashal Kadai Patri, we are all standing. What are we doing? Shinathinal Tennilangai Komanai Chettam Anathikkiniyanai Padavum Ni Vaithiravai. We are singing the glory of Rama. Andal usually praises only Krishna. She was born for Krishna and she has a lot of love for Krishna. But here Andal sings about Rama and she gives him a special name, Manatthukku Iniyan. He is very pleasing to the mind. She has also given a name to Krishna. The name is Pennin Varuttam Ariyada Peruman, one who can never understand the sorrow of women. So Krishna comes to us, develops devotion in us, develops bhakti and then runs away. He does not stay with us and give us the anubhavam that we need. But Rama never does that. He took up one wife, Whatever hardships he has to face, he faced them and saved her from Lanka. So he knows the trouble that a girl or a woman will go through. Krishna never knows that. He gives more sorrow to a person who is already in grief. So don't think that we are going to sing the praises of Krishna. We are going to sing about Rama. So girl who is lying inside, you also please act like Rama. This Andal and everybody who is standing outside is asking her to come join them. They are now devoid of this Bhagavata. So without this Bhagavata, they are all grief stricken. So Andal says, please look at our sorrow. Now if you come join us, our sorrow will be removed. So if you act like Rama, you should come immediately. If you want to act like Krishna and take pleasure in our sorrow, then you are okay to do it. Now Andal says, Shinattinal Tennelangai Komanai Chetta. Bhagavan Rama killed Ravana out of anger. Shinam means anger. Shinattinal Tennelangai Komanai Chetta. Would Rama become angry? Rama is usually very composed. He is very calm. He is never perturbed or agitated. Now Andal says, Shinattinal Tennelangai Komanai Chetta. At the end of the war, Rama actually became angry. He was not angry on Ravana for a long time, but finally Ravana started attacking Hanuman, and Hanuman's life itself was in danger. At that moment, Rama became so angry and he started fighting so fiercely with Ravana that Ravana ended up being killed. Tato Ramo Mahatejaha Ravanena Kritavranam Drishtva Plavaga Shardulam Kopasya Vashameyivan. Rama usually has a good lid on his anger. He controls his anger very well. But now, unfortunately, Rama has come under the control of anger. Anger is now operating Rama like a puppet because his devotee Hanuman was harmed by Ravana. So Rama also has anger. But it is not when somebody acts wrongly to him. It is when somebody abuses his devotee. So Shinattinal Tennelangai Koman. You cannot say that something is always a good merit or it is something bad. For example, you must not hurt anybody. Himsa, hurting anybody is wrong as per the Shastras. But when a surgeon is going to operate on you, after picking up his knife, suppose he remembers the Vedic verse that you must not harm anybody and he keeps down his knife and goes out of the operation theatre, what would we do? He has to perform some himsa here. He has to cut our body. He has to remove the problem that is there inside. If he does not do himsa, then our life would be in danger. So himsa is usually wrong, but in certain cases it is right. Similarly, anger is normally wrong, but when Bhagavan becomes angry because of some harm that is caused to his devotee, it is not wrong at all. So Shinattinal Tennilangai Komanai Chettam Anathikiniyan. That anger is what makes Rama so pleasing to our minds, because we are dependent on that anger. If not for that anger, we would be in a very tight spot. Our only place, the only refuge that we have is, we know that whenever we face a hardship, Bhagavan would come and save us. With his anger, he would kill whatever hardship that we face. So, Shinattinal Tennilangai Komanai Chettam Anathikiniyanai Padavum Ni Vaithiravai. In spite of us singing the praises of Rama, you are not talking to us, you are not replying at all. Manattikiniyanai Padavum Ni Vaithiravai Inittan Elundirai. Please get up at least now. We have come to your doorstep. We have been calling out to you for a long time. We are calling you to sing the praises of Rama. And so please come join us. Inittan Elundirai, Idhenna Perurakkam. I don't understand why you have such a great slumber. Idhenna Perurakkam Anaithillattarum Arindu. Everyone now knows that we are all standing at your doorstep and expecting you to come join us. So if what you wanted was publicity, you have got it. Everyone now knows that Andal cannot achieve anything without this girl. So now please come and join us. Narchelvan Tangai Inittan Elundirai Idhenna Perurakkam Anaithillattarum Arindu Yelor Embavai. In this way, Andal sings the praise of Lord Rama. She has thrown out Krishna. She did not say Krishna's names. She is now singing the praise of Rama, and she calls to this girl and she has told us that when there is a conflict between our normal daily duties and our duty as a devotee of Krishna, then please follow the duty as a devotee and you can compromise a little bit, as little as possible in our daily duties. So this is our message, the message that we must take today. Then we will meet tomorrow with the next Pashuram. ஸ்ரீமத்யை விஷ்ணுச்சித்தாரிய நமோநந்தன ஹேதவே நந்தநந்தன சுந்தர்யை கோதாயை நித்யமங்கலம்.